Hello everyone and welcome to BoredMaster, the channel created to help cure your boredom one video at a time. Today is an extra special video because it's my first video. In today's video we'll be exploring the Reddit page, Tales from Retail. If you enjoy what you hear, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up to let me know that you'd like to hear more. On to the video. This first post is titled, "But It's a Power Bar." Back in my retail days, I once had a customer try to return a power bar, an extension cord with multiple outlets, often with surge protectors. She claimed it didn't work, so I tried it out. I plugged in a nearby lamp and it worked just fine. Despite this, she kept insisting it didn't work. This was getting weird, so I asked her to show me how it didn't work, because it worked just fine for me. She plugged the lamp into the power bar and plugged the power bar into itself. The look of triumph on her face when the lamp did not light up was really something to see. It took way too long to explain that the power bar does not, in fact, make power. Once that sunk in, she demanded a full refund on the power bar and would be bringing back the television she'd bought with it. Her plan had been to run the television on the power bar to save on electricity. At no point did she seem to see any humor, irony, or sheer idiocy in any of this. Never would have believed people like this exist if it weren't for working retail. This next one is titled, "I Decided to Be Nice to the Rude Customer." I am working as a cashier, and naturally you get to meet all kinds of people on the job. It was near the end of my shift, and I'd had some especially nice customers, so I was in a pretty good mood when Dude Bro arrived. Anyone could immediately see that he was pissed. He comes up to me and just slams his item down. I ring up his items while he mumbles under his breath. His total comes up to approximately €9. He hands me a €50 bill and says, "Give me 2 tenors. Being the helpful fool that I am, I ask him if he would prefer 4 €10 or 2 10s and 1 20. His response, "Yo, I said give me 2 tenors. Me feeling a bit sassy. Yeah, communication can be difficult at times. Him, "What did you just say?" I decided to leave it at that, because I didn't want to risk an escalation, or my good mood for that matter. Dude Bro picks up his things, and while doing so drops the 2 €10 bills without noticing. At this point I am just staring at him, while my shoulder devil and angel started a violent cage match, and he is ranting about some machine in our store not working properly. Sadly, there are no children in line, which might just pocket the money and be happy about it, but instead only 2 nice old ladies who I know will give the money to me, where it will just end up in the registry. So with the guy already going, "Why are you looking at me like that? What's your problem?" I point out that he dropped his money. He goes silent, picks it up, and leaves. For the rest of my shift, I debate whether he deserved to lose the money, but done is done. Until the next day, when he shows up again. He was paying at another registry and seemed to be less angry, so I just ignored him until he showed up next to me after paying. He actually came back to apologize for his behavior the previous day, because, and I quote, "I was so angry and mean, but you still told me when I dropped my money." I thanked him for apologizing, and he went on his way. I felt amazing for the rest of the day, and to this day it is one of my favorite customer interactions I've had on the job. If I'd been in a worse mood that day, I probably would have kept silent to punish him for being so rude, but I'm very glad that I didn't. This next one is titled, "No, I Can't Reopen the Registers." Fair warning, I'm on a mobile and can never get line breaks to work right, so bear with me. I manage the retail side of a video game and electronics store / repair shop. When we get phones in for repair, we tell them up front the turnaround time is about 1.5 to 2 hours. We especially emphasize this to the people that drop off 2 hours before closing. So today was a decent day, and we actually managed to get the store closed out by the time we closed at 7. Both registers counted and turned off for the night. Trash taken out. Everything cleaned for the night. Money's on its way to the safe. Our store phones automatically send calls to voicemail, starting at 7. And one call tonight just managed to sneak by all of 5 seconds. So I did the kind thing and picked up. This is how it went. Me. Store name. This is Strawberry. How can I help you? Caller. Y'all close at 7, right? Me. Yes, we close at 7, and we are technically closed for the night. Caller. Well, I dropped my phone off for repair. Me. Check's name. Yep, I do have the phone right here, repaired and ready for pickup in the morning, as our registers are already closed for the night, and with how the repair system works, they do have to be rung through the register. Caller. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I live 30 minutes away. I have to work in the morning. I need my phone tonight. Me. I'm sorry. Our registers are closed for the night. I was also present when you dropped the phone off and did hear the associate let you know that the repair would be completed sometime between 6:30 and 6:45 and to be in the area around then. Caller. Yelling to someone in the background. And now she's acting like she doesn't even care. And you know, well, she'd be doing everything to get her phone back. Then to me. Y'all only called me 10 minutes ago. I don't live 10 minutes away. You need to open the register back up. I have the cash. I can just give it to you. Me. I did also check with the technician, and it looks like, according to our records, we reached out to you around 6 p.m. tonight. I'm very sorry you're not able to pick it up tonight. Caller. I need your manager or something. Me. I am the manager. I've let you know what options you have, but unfortunately I can't open the registers and store back up. Caller. I'm leaving y'all a 1-star review, and I am never coming back to y'all again. Me. Sorry to hear that. Is there anything else I can do for you? Caller. More yelling in the background. Me. Okie dokie. Have a great night. Hangs up. After I hung up the phone, about a minute later, the new voicemail alarm goes off. Then again 2 minutes after that, meaning she tried to call back 2 more times and left angry voicemails when she couldn't get through. It was very clear that she was still at home when she called, which would have meant me keeping my staff here for, at minimum, 45 extra minutes past their scheduled end time because we can't close alone. Poor planning on your part does not necessitate an emergency on mine. Oh well. I realized after reading that one that the person was a female on the other end of the line. Not sure if my voice did that one justice, but hope y'all were entertained. This next one is titled, No, Sir, It Is Not My Job to Know. Shout out to my fellow retail workers who have dealt with this particular bungholery on the regular. We must stick together to preserve whatever semblance of sanity we have left. Like all retail workers, I've dealt with more than my share of idiocy, rudeness, I want to talk to your manager, crybabies, and just breathtaking audacity some people with their ridiculous God complexes just because they went shopping. You are no God, Brad. You're not special, Karen. You're the same pre-designed embodiment of slowly decomposing natural soil fodder that I am. The only difference is workers like me know the rules better than you pretend to think you do, because it's our job to know them. Rant over. I'm a cashier where I work, so you can imagine all the crap I deal with on a daily basis. It's not a physically demanding job, but it is extremely taxing mentally. One thing I deal with on a pretty regular basis is customers expecting more of me than I'm able to provide. Not so much because I don't know certain things, but I'll be reprimanded if I do. The other day at work, I had just rung up a customer when I greeted another one who came in. He immediately comes up to me holding something. I'll call him Cliff. Cliff because he made me want to jump off one with his attitude. Anyway, Cliff didn't greet me back and just asked me, "Where can I find another one of these?" I didn't recognize what he had and asked him what it was. Cliff's head jerked back and looked at me like I asked him a stupid question. "What do you mean you don't know?" I blinked. Because I've never seen that before? But if you tell me what it is, I can get someone... Cliff interrupted me. "I'm asking you. It's your job to know this stuff to help customers." I raised my eyebrows. A natural reaction. I can't help it. Slowly corrected him. "No, sir. It is not my job to know. My job is to ring up customers at my register and occasionally look up items missing barcodes. Now, if you tell me what that is," I pointed to the thing in his hand, "I can get someone whose job it is to know and where to find it." At first, Cliff looked like he was about to give a half-baked rebuttal, but thought better of it. He apologized and told me what the thing was. Part of a toilet that he needed to replace. So I called for a plumbing specialist on the work phone, and she told me exactly where it was. I repeated to Cliff the aisle she said it was down. Cliff walked off without another word. Not even a thank you. I muttered, "You're welcome." This last one is titled, "Wait, I have to read the sale?" This happened when I worked at a grocery store in high school. I didn't check much anymore, but it was the weekend before Thanksgiving, so all lanes were open. We had a sale on 9-inch frozen pies, and a lady came through with several of the larger 12-inch pies. As I started scanning them, she stopped me to tell me I was overcharging her and that these were on sale. Having worked several days in a row, I knew it was the smaller ones and explained that to her. She got louder, accused me of being an idiot, and insisted I follow her to the pies so she could prove me wrong. I tried to reason with her, but she just got louder and more insistent that I follow her. I figured it would take less time to do that than to continue the discussion, so I did just that. When we got to the frozen pies, she pointed to the sales tag and gleefully told me that I was wrong and she was right. I pointed out that the sales tags were all over top, the 9-inch pies to the right, and not the 12-inch pies on the left. Big chest freezers, not the stand-up ones. I also pointed out that all of the tags clearly stated 9-inch pies. Watching her face go from triumph to embarrassment to anger was pretty satisfying. She next yelled at me, "What am I supposed to do? Sit here and read all the tags to figure out what is on sale and what isn't?" "Yes, ma'am. That is how most people do it." And I turned around and walked back to my register. Thanks again for listening. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's content. It also helps to let me know that you want me to record more. Also, be sure to click the notification bell to stay up to date on my latest videos. I'll see you in the next one.